Good morning, everyone. Happy New Year. I wanted to say hello, and I wanted to welcome the new year and finally touch base with all of you. Mojo decided to join me. He hopped up on the couch the minute I went live. Awesome. Anyhow, so I wanted to say hello. It's been a while. I've been meaning to post things and kind of took the last bit of December off. We were battling a war on a cold and some pink eye in our household. Luckily, we did it all naturally. We used some essential oils and warm and cold compresses, some cold tea, chamomile tea for my son, and, just got that nasty bug out of his eyes. And then, then we had to deal with the stuffy nose, runny nose, yuck, that managed to pass from me and my husband and my son. And yeah, it got me last, actually. It got my husband, then it got Gabe, and then it got me, and it got me right before the holidays. So that week before the holidays, I pretty much had no voice. So Christmas Eve, I was like, how you doing, everybody? It was pretty funny. But, we got it down and taken care of. So that's why I kind of went MIA for a bit. But, I had been doing a lot of work. I had all my wine tastings done, and I think nature was telling me to slow down. But I came on today because, one, I wanted to talk a little bit more about the community. I really, really, really want to build an amazing community for, especially for women. I mean, if you know a man who would benefit from the knowledge of this page, certainly share it with them. I have shared with a few, because, the essential oil info, the food info, the skincare info, how to care for your family info, that's for anyone in general. But I did want to build a community for women specifically, because we have a tendency to put everyone before ourselves. And when I became a new mom, I had very few friends who had children. Actually, like one, I think, and I never see her. And so I didn't have much support in the way of other mothers my age who knew where I was at and could help me with anything. And it wasn't until my son went into early intervention for his speech that we got into a play group that in the middle of play group, the kids would be in one room with teachers, and the mums or dads who were there would go to another room and have a little bit of coffee and chat about the week and discuss how things were going. And, and sometimes we were given a topic and sometimes we weren't. And the greatest thing about that was you started to realize, like, whatever struggles you were facing at home, you weren't the only one. Like, the person across the table from you was probably having that same struggle, or at least could understand what you're feeling. So I wanted to build a place where moms have that ability to talk to each other. And, ideally someday I would like for anyone local in the Worcester area for us to all be able to get together someplace. It's a work in progress, but I will hopefully get there someday. And I want us to be able to communicate with each other and share our stories, share what's going on, instead of bottling it all up and losing our minds. And that's where the mindset of things comes into play. Those of you who know me well know that in September I went to California for a business conference my friend had invited me to. And the woman who leads the event is a life coach. And she, sorry, a little craziness going on. She basically teaches business people how to improve, entrepreneurs to improve their businesses and how to grow their businesses. But she has a whole thing on mindset. And mindset is amazing. And after going there, that's when I really started to shift my mindset. It was probably, a year before that I had started finally making time for, or a half a year before that I started really making time for myself, as in the way of exercising. But I still didn't have the schedule where I could belong to a gym and know that I was going every other, day or whatever it was I wanted to be doing. I was still putting my family and my work and everything else ahead of that. And since September, I really have been working on mindset. I have been meditating on a daily basis. I try to do yoga pretty much daily. I have an occasional miss, but even if it's just a 10-minute stretch in the morning or at the end of the day to relax and get into the mindset for sleep, I try to do these things so that I have a better day. And the meditation part for me has been huge. It really has helped me find a focus and to know how to calm myself when everything gets me frazzled. Sometimes with kids, you start to lose your mind when they're continually talking back to you, or lately it's been my kid and my dog. But my work, my 9-to-5 job has been very, very, very busy, and I'm feeling overwhelmed there. I've got my side businesses that I'm trying to get off the ground and get them really good. And, it gets stressful. And then you've got a family and you've got a toddler that you want to build into this amazing person, but some days you are losing your mind. So meditation has become an amazing thing for me. And the mindset element of shifting your focus and knowing it's okay to put yourself first, to take those 15 minutes and exercise. For me, I just pulled up my rowing machine a couple weeks ago, and I've been rowing in my bedroom about 10 minutes a day. And, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's still a pretty decent workout because it works every muscle in your body. And it's just, even making that little effort of 10 minutes a day is huge. And it's a huge shift for me, because normally I'd roll out of bed, I go straight to Gabriel and get him out of his room and get him fed, and then go on with all the other activities of the day. And usually then I don't sit down until about 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. And at that point, when you sit down, you don't want to get back up and row or do yoga or whatever. But I shifted my mindset, and now I do. I get up, I row, I at the end of the day, after maybe a little bit of relaxing and watching a bit of TV with my husband, I try to take a few minutes and do a little meditation and a little stretching yoga to clear my mind and get myself in a nice place. Honestly, even in the morning when I'm, after I wash my face, I put just coconut oil with some frankincense and a frankincense oil in it. And I just put that on my face. And as I'm applying it to my face, I inhale those oils, and I just take a moment to enjoy it and to savor and just enjoy it. To appreciate it, to appreciate what it's doing to my skin and making my skin healthy and happy. And inhaling the oils, they are very calming and soothing to the mind, but they do allow a little focus as well. So I feel like it's a great way to start the day in a calm, focused way. So I just wanted to share that with you. If anybody has thoughts and feelings on how mindset has changed their way, gotten them focused on their work, or how to be a better parent, and focusing on their their children and how to step back sometimes. You know, whatever it may be, I'd love to see your comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And again, I'm gonna make 2018 a fantastic year for all of us, and I'm gonna be posting lots of information for everybody. So talk to you soon. It sounds like the Kraken needs to come out of his room. So love you all. Bye-bye.